Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya and I'm really excited for today's video. I usually am very excited to make videos, but in today's video in particular, I can feel and I can see the importance of discussing this. And as you guys see, the title, it is about hookup culture and what it has truly done in today's society, what it has done to masculinity as well as femininity, and how it truly is allowing us as a society to feed on each other's weakness. And for a man, his weakness is usually females, sexual desire. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, men kind of are programmed that way to procreate their own lineage with women, but you see men are planting their seeds in women that they would not want to be tied to these women. And same with women, you're allowing men just to be in you for what? And especially for women, really for what? Most women can't even orgasm. So there's underlying issues in today's society that no one addresses, because we actually think it's empowering now to allow anyone just inside of our sacred homes as if there's no consequences. And there is consequences. I'm sorry, but there is. First and foremost, you, my dear, you make a soul tie. And you can cut these soul ties with intention, but a lot of people aren't even aware that they're holding on to a lot of past energy through a cord that is tied when we allow someone into our home. You know, they leave an energetic footprint. And if you're not aware of it, it can actually impose onto you energy that does not belong to you. And I see how damaging sex has become in a society that does not know what sex means, that does not know true empowerment, because true empowerment does not come from sexual pleasure or showcasing your body for free online, just for a like, a comment, whatever. And that's very normalized in today's society. And it really, truly, I say this because I was a participant in it this time last year. It's so crazy for me to look back, you guys, because this time last year I had an OnlyFans account and I was exposing my body, you know, for like $10.99 a month. And I never believed in this version of myself. I always knew, I always wanted to use my voice, but I didn't believe in that because I believed more so in what was getting other women followers, attention, validation, and I fell into that pit. And I'm so grateful that I got myself out of that and into this identity of Maya, who believes in her voice, that views her sacred body as sacred and not just for anyone to see for online for free sometimes, or even for a short chump change. Like it's so sad that women are settling and are actually being programmed on the media web because of how so many women feel like it's acceptable, and our role models for women are very unhealthy. Why are they unhealthy? Because they view their role through their sexuality and their body in a society that feeds off of it, that in return makes the woman weak and actually out of touch with her femininity. Because a true feminine woman in today's society would never showcase her body in the way that they are doing to the modern day women, because it's not actually allowing femininity to be her key, her attracting force. Because that identity of that woman who's using her body as her worth will only attract men that view her for her body. And no woman actually wants to just be viewed for her body. We want connection. We want sacredness. We want to be seen and felt for our essence. But women don't know their essence. They use their sexuality as a manipulation to gain validation, attention, and men, let me get on to you now, because you know damn right, you know damn well that you have no business liking all these Instagram models. You have no business following all these provocative women online. You know what it's doing to you, right? You guys on my channel, I preach about this a lot. So if you've been around, you do know now, but cut that shit out, please. Like, honestly, you guys, a true woman that you would actually want to be with, that you'd actually maybe want to have as your wife, have as the mother of your children, trust me, you would not want her to be a provocative woman online. You might think she's hot, sure. Your sexual desire, your lust as a man, sure. You can appreciate a woman's body online if it's looking good. But you see, where we get it wrong is we view that sort of woman, or the man being the weak man who simply, as the only types of women and men in today's society, and that is not the case. But what you continue to feed yourself is what you will taste, what you will see in your reality. And what a hookup culture does to both masculinity and femininity is it signals to ourselves that another person is more worthy, listen, is more worthy to enter us than ourselves. Have you ever entered yourself? Have you ever felt your own essence? Or have you always need another person to bring that online, to fill a void you can't fill? Because listen, hookup culture is really an avoidance of thyself. It truly is. When you get in touch with the sacredness behind your sexual energy, behind your life force, you will be repulsed by even the idea of allowing a stranger inside of you. When you really look outside of sex, like you actually take a step back and you can look at sex from a bird's eye view, you'll see the reality of it. You are feeling comfortable getting naked, getting bare in your flesh, when no one has even been able to touch the bareness of your emotion, the bareness of your soul. You don't know if this person even would accept the darkest of darks within you that you haven't met yet. But don't worry, energetically, they're going to be picking up on your shit inside of yourself. You guys will be exchanging that. And I really wish more people could talk about hookup culture in the reality of what it is. You sleeping, men or women, I don't care. You sleeping around with a bunch of people and you feel power out of that? Question where that power is coming from. Is it coming from another person seeing you? Because you can't see yourself, you can't please yourself just by being alone within you and your soul? A lot of people, this is where it stems from, you guys. Ready? People can't be by themselves. People are more scared of themselves than ever before. Do you know why we're scared of ourselves more than ever before? Because there's so many distractions that distract us from getting to know ourselves. Because guess what, you guys? When you actually know yourself, when you actually form a connection to your soul, you actually have the power again. You're not leaking your energy out onto things that you have no business leaking your energy out on. And then you question why you feel weighed down, why you don't feel good about yourself, why you feel used and stuff. It's quite obvious if you're just, allowing any stranger inside of your home. Like a free pass. Like, why? You guys, you have better things to do. Listen to me right now. You have better things to do than being on dating apps, being on Instagram, liking these pictures, filling deep wounds, deep voids from short-term people that will actually never please you, but displease your soul. Because you're dispelling your very soul out of the equation when you participate in low calibrational things. Your soul is always with you, but it will not be in participant to these things, to these acts that are not coming from a place of love. The gap is too wide. And guess what? Guess what it's doing nowadays? It's actually making men and women hate each other even more. We think it was bad before. It's really getting, it's serving a purpose, okay? Because we're allowing ourselves to really see what's been taking place in today's society by our collective choices that we have collectively made as a society. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing the divorce rates. We're seeing actually how many people are not having children in today's society. Most of it is coming from not being able to discern the right people in your life. Is actually coming from selfishness of, instead of actually taking time just to be by yourself, doing some healing work, figuring out who you are as a person, so then you can ideally attract a person that you'd actually want in your life, who you'd actually enjoy maybe making a soul tie with, you guys could benefit from. Instead, we're too scared to look at ourselves in the mirror. We're too scared of sleeping alone in our beds. Because in a way, energetically, we have so many ties to so many distractions. Stop distracting yourself from meeting yourself in all of you. And that comes with maybe your hurt, your pain, your suffering. But from that is the bouncing board, that is the trampoline to get you into the higher realms that you belong. But, why haven't you jumped? Are you scared you can't catch yourself? You should be more scared of the other people that you're allowing to catch you. Because guess what? They ain't catching you for shit. They ain't. Guess what they're catching though? A whole lot of attachments. A whole lot of unnecessary energies just being inside of your body. Ugh. Y'all, this is the year where I want y'all to really, just figure out yourself, figure out why you feel the need to participate in sexual acts with so many people. Why can't you get to know a person? Why can't you get to see actually another person in their human form before you just enter them and then leave them, and then you guys both kind of fragment yourselves and hold this weight of what that exchange actually was? Because that exchange was really not coming from high vibration if you don't feel good afterwards. If you feel good after sex, if you feel like, you are empowered, that's okay. I'm not saying sex is bad. I just think sex should be viewed in a way more of a sacred way. It should be viewed as your souls actually getting to meet and interact with one another through the orgasm that brings you both into the highest vibration, which is the God essence, which is where life is formed. And that can become a form of new life in the energetics. Sex doesn't always, conceive a child, but whatever energy that you're using to participate in sex with, you're birthing something. And that birthing, that exchange, that meeting, that soul meeting, you guys are creating something in the energetics together. So question what you guys are making. Are you guys making it something to your highest good? Have you even talked about to the person you sleep with why you guys are participating in the sex? Listen, you don't want to be a rebound to anyone. You don't want to just be an easy person. Being an easy person, if you're an easy person to sleep with, a man won't respect you. He won't. And if you're a man and you're just sleeping around with everyone and everything, and you feel like that's okay because it's very normalized now as well for men just to sleep around. Anyone, if you're man or woman, I don't care. If you're participating in this hookup culture, if you're participating in allowing anyone or anything just to be inside of you because you actually don't even feel comfortable being inside of yourself, question that. This is why I preach semen retention for the men, and why I really do preach abstinence for women. Until you get to a healthy energetic point in your body where you actually feel comfortable being by yourself, you've solidified that relationship to your soul. So then when you do attract people into your life, the act of sex won't leave you in a lower vibration than where you were just by yourself. It will elevate you. But it can only elevate you when you know the elevation of your own soul. When you have sex, it is you two joining in the elevator to the climax of God that you are deserving to experience with another person. Ask yourself why you have sex. Ask yourself why you have sex with people you don't love. Ask yourself the reason. Is it because of a void I haven't been able to fill by myself? Is it for pleasure? That's okay. But can you at least find pleasure within yourself first? You don't have to fall into the trap of a modern day society that feeds on masculine and feminine sexuality. You don't have to. You can hold yourself back. You can love yourself. You can regain your power and your center point and your magnetic attracting force. So when that person does come into your life, you will experience actual sacred sex and not just masturbation with another person using a human body as a masturbation tool. That's what most people do. So I make this video, you guys, because I do find it's so important to discuss more about sexuality, sex, and what it's doing in a modern day society. I want more people to find true love that is beyond flesh, that is beyond pleasure. It's soul fed. It's soulful. It's deeper than what meets the eye. And that can only be felt when you have met the deepest aspects of yourself. So I love you guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below if you are gonna stop participating in hookup culture, if you've already stopped, or if you are gonna start being okay with your own sexuality because you deserve it, because you are a sexual force to be reckoned with. You're life force, baby. You are life force. So save it for someone who loves you, okay? Or don't. I don't control your guys' life. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.